Florida International University students returned to class today for the first time since the deadly bridge collapse. Crews are still working to clear the buckled concrete, flattened cars, and debris after Thursday's accident. The bodies of 6 victims were recovered and identified over the weekend. The road is still closed this morning. Dashcam video shows the dramatic moment the pedestrian bridge buckled. Mark Strassmann is in Sweetwater. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. About 200 yards behind me, the rubble from nearly 2 million pounds of collapsed concrete and steel has mostly been removed, and this road, Southwest 8th Street, should reopen soon. The search for victims is over. The search for answers has just begun.
We all were in shock, obviously, the whole family.
Joe Smith's niece, Alexa Duran, died in Thursday's bridge collapse. He's demanding an explanation into how this disaster could have happened.
I want to see some people be responsible. I want to see some people come up and step up and say, hey, the buck stops with me.
No one has done that, but there may have been warning signs of structural issues. Just 2 days before Thursday's horrific collapse, one of the lead engineers for the project left a voicemail with Florida's Department of Transportation.
Some cracking that's been observed on the north end of the span. From a safety perspective, we don't see that there's any issue there, so we're not concerned about it.
But that message wasn't heard until Friday, a day after the incident.
At the core of this investigation is, how did this happen? How could this happen?
Attorney Matt Morgan represents a client who was injured in the collapse.
I believe that once the cracks were identified, the first step which should have occurred is the lanes of travel should have been closed immediately until there was a solution and until those cracks were repaired.
Florida International University and its contractors say they will cooperate with the ongoing NTSB investigation. FIU President Mark Rosenberg.
We have a sense of urgency about getting to the bottom of this accident. Right now, our focus is on the victims' families and doing everything in our power to comfort and support them.
The NTSB says workers were tightening 2 cables on the north end of the bridge when it collapsed. It's unclear whether there's any connection. At 1:47 this afternoon, the university will hold a moment of silence, 1:47, the same time of day last Thursday when the pedestrian walkway fell. Bianna?
Such a tragedy, Mark. Thank you.